Alrighty. Says we're live. So hello. How are we? Feels like it hasn't been that long since I saw you. Since yesterday we had a stream as well. Yesterday I got a good bit of handwriting done on a new story. Okay. Thank you, Devin, for the warning. So I need to make sure I'm watching the chat today. Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Alrighty then. Hopefully they will not arrive, but I mean, that's kind of a vain hope, since I do think that they find everything that's alive. So either way, alrighty. But we are hoping to be productive today. Hoping to be both productive on the to-do list and on working a little bit more in in the story that I was writing or building, I guess, yesterday. Brainstorming and doing just a tiny bit of zero drafting with. I'm hoping that I can get a little bit more of that fleshed out so that I can do a full outline for that story, because I'm kind of liking our potential arsonist over there. And so I'm hoping to get a little bit more involved with that story after I get some of my to-do list done. I do have a bit of typing to do for part of a to-do list, but hopefully that won't take too long. Hopefully I can get it right in the first or second try, and it won't take very long, because I hate finagling over just minor word choice details, and it's a task that I'm going to tend to do that. So I'm going to try and keep it concise and try and keep it as to the point as possible. And then the other thing I need to do is work on my to-do list for today that I had set up yesterday. So I've gotten a couple of things that I need to mark off already this morning. But in general, most of my to-do list has not been done yet. So we're going to try on knocking off 1, 2, 3, I think 3 of those things during the first 15 minutes. And then I'll be switching over to the handwriting to do a little bit more world building and outlining-esque things with our potential arsonist. So yeah. So here we go. Let me say hello to the chat. Maggie says, hello, lovelies. Hello. And I said, hello, and are we being productive to set up the week, or are we writing today? Give me what your intentions are for this stream and or today. Are you sort of setting up for just accomplishing everything you want this week, or are you running errands and things, or just actually focused on writing today? Let me know. CB is going to be writing today. Your exam is March 31st. No idea what time yet, though. Okay, so at least you have a day, though. And Maggie says, you're still trying to get the last 3 to 4 chapters edited and onto Vella. Then you will be done with it until March. Nice. You have things scheduled out until then. That's amazing. And Devin said, howdy. And then the warnings for our robotic entities. Okay, so Morgan Lee had a bunch during her stream earlier. Okay. Hopefully they will not find us, but no guarantees. Cool Gamer, hello, hello. Let us know what you are going to be working on today. And Barrett is here. Hey, friends. Hey, Barrett. How are you? CB says, be right back. Okay. And B.A. Pascar is here. Hey, y'all. Hello. Are you on lunch break, or are you working from home today? Let us know. Or you might just be sneaking in between your classes. Who knows? Barrett says, hey, BA. And Elizabeth says, hello. You're on time for once, but you're going to be doing some gradings today. Excellent. get that done so you can get to the writing and fun stuff. Barrett says, don't forget to hit the like button. Yes, please, if you care to. Charlie says, hey, hello, Charlie, how are you? And did you have a fun time with Valheim yesterday? And Kai says, hey, you had a bit of a rest day, so you're not sure what you're doing this stream. Ooh, you got pumpkin katsu curry. Ooh, that sounds amazing. And Stacy says, hello, Stacy. And okay, so March 31st is the date you wanted. Excellent. Good. You got what you wanted then. You said hopefully writing today, but you'll see. Gotcha. Yes, some days it goes like that. CB says, I'm back. Had to go and find your brace for your wrist. Yes, especially if you were going to be doing those mad crazy numbers that you normally do. Stacy's going to be working on genealogy today. Okay, excellent. And Barrett is going to hopefully grab 500 words on the first sprint before you have to go adult. Gotcha. You're out this week. Oh no, with Rona. I hope that you don't have very many symptoms, and I hope you feel better and recover very quickly. But yes, and also, at least you have some time to write. Elizabeth says, yes, there's so much going on with school and wedding stuff that the only time you really get to concentrate on writing is Thursdays. Slow and steady wins the race. Yeah, yes. It does sometimes have to happen that way. Charlie says, Valheim was a blast and kind of all you want to do right now, but you should get more of these setting Bibles merged. Yes. That is what you should do, but we all know how that should goes sometimes. All right, so let's, card. I did not talk about the card for today. So the spirit for the day is the wolf spirit, and the main message is turn knowledge into wisdom. So we have our little or large wolf here. He's got his little wing furs coming off of his yeah, it's kind of weird. It's like there's, let's see if I can get this to focus. So he's got what appears to be bird wings coming off of his snout, but he's also sort of got like this faint impression of a knife sort of coming down from like a knife handle. It's like there's the hilt, and then there's like the cross, or no, pommel. That's the pommel, and that's the guard, and then the blade sort of comes down his nose. So I'm not entirely sure why they chose to have that in the background, but it's kind of cool, kind of interesting. But your main message for today is turning knowledge into wisdom, and sort of that turning that know-how into a deeper and like more depth added. Like you know how to do something, but do you do it mindfully and with the intention of making it better every time? And I think sometimes I get thrown into a story and I'm just like, oh yeah, it's a story, it's gonna be great, but I don't have that mindfulness as I'm trying to pound out the words of like making them intentional. And as I was talking about yesterday, making sure that every scene was informed by the hero's wound or flaw. And so like I know that's supposed to be happening, but I haven't implemented it to the depth that I should. So Maggie, those are some bougie underlashes that all the Instagram group. Yes, yes, they are. But that is hilarious. I hadn't thought of it that way, but yes. Magnificent lashes. And that just like totally derailed my thought. And so now all I want is this lovely wolf to be an Instagram baddie. Oh my. Maggie says, Adulting is overrated. Stay at home, hide in a blanket fort, eat all the cookies. Yes. Yes. CB says, I did 2 clarinet practice sessions today. Excellent. You're gearing up then. Megan is here. Hello. Welcome. And Maggie said, that was where I was laughing. Yes, you absolutely win because you definitely made me laugh. Absolutely. CB says, I fully intend to do 2 practices every day until the middle of February, and then you're going to go up to 3 practices every day. Gotcha. Building that stamina and that practice. Yep. Elizabeth is here. Hello. Welcome. How are you? What are you going to be working on today? Yes, Maggie says, you can do it, CB. Absolutely. Absolutely, CB can do it. All right. Kai says, that's what it reminds you of too. Weird design choice, but you kind of like it. Yes. But yes, now Wolf Spirit will also be Instagram baddie in my head because why not? So yes. Okay. And Hannah is here. Hello. Welcome. What are you going to be working on today? Are you being productive? Or are you writing or resting? And Kai says, good luck, CB. We believe in you. Yes. Yes, we do. Great minds. Yes. Okay. So let's go ahead and get started. If you have not pulled up your document yet today, now would be a good time to do so. Let me share the screen. And make sure that I like HK's timer. Okay. There we go. All right. So this will be the first sprint. And don't forget to save if you've already been working this morning. Don't forget to have something to hydrate with by your side. I have a tall glass of water. Okay, so Hannah is going to be working on plans for the sequel to One Road In. Nice. Excellent. Okay, so save, sip. You want to make sure that you straighten your spine and roll your shoulders back for a posture check, or go ahead and do a stretch if you need to. 4, make sure that if you need to get up and get a snack or a walk around, you do that. Those are your reminders, and we can now get started with a 15-minute warm-up sprint in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! almost didn't make it back in time. Doing okay. I got 176 words. I think I've got this sort of like fiddly word bit done. I also got another thing done off of my to-do list. So I'm almost done with 2 out of the 3 things that I wanted to get done this first sprint. So not 100% good, but better than at least having none done. So there we go. Okay. So, all right, I've got my tabs are all kind of messed up now. Minimize that. Minimize that. Okay. That way I can see the chat in real time too. All righty. Let's see, where were we? Hello, Annuel Writes Books. You need to get some words in today. Happy writing, and don't forget to hit the like button. Thank you very much. Yes, and we are happy to help all of us write. And Morgan, hello, how are you? I heard from Devin and Maggie that the robotic entities found you this morning, so I hopefully they will lose their way to your channel. So Hannah says to Devin, that'll be the working title, you reckon? One word out. Yeah. So that's where I said hello. And because Devin and Maggie were suggesting titles for the sequel. So yes. So Megan made yourself some toast with butter, and then you hunted for job opportunities. There you go. Making that to-do list hopefully get smaller. Morgan is working on revisions. You got 1 chapter done already today, so on to the next. Nice. Excellent. CB didn't get any words because you screwed up the contents page. Okay, so you are fixing the user interaction side of things. Elizabeth got 509 on your draft for that one. Excellent. You're working on a draft, social media, and maybe some housework. Gotcha. So you will be doing all of the things. Kai says, accidentally went on Etsy. Oh no. And ordered too much. Yep. And keeping the local artist economy going though. There you go. Time to concentrate on writing. Yes. And Elizabeth got your documents opened and started the first one. It feels good since you've procrastinated this for a whole week. Yes. Grading and procrastination go hand in hand. One road back is way better than your working title. I'm not sure you'll be sticking to the naming theme, but we shall see. You got 137 random and jumbled words. Still better than nothing. But that's how I feel a lot of times. It's just like, I don't know if 90% of these words are going to make it in. Stacy says, my computer was acting slow, so you were breaking your desk in because it's too big and stiff for your hands, especially in this cold. Oh, so you're like warming it. Gotcha. Okay. And you all says, I'm trying to finish your NaNoWriMo project, which you are super close to finishing. Ooh, that's exciting. You have maybe 1 chapter left. Ooh, nice. You read 306 words that sprint. Excellent. So Maggie's still suggesting 1 word out, or how about exit lane or exit only? There you go. Lots of road theme names for sure. All right, but I feel like since I didn't get everything accomplished that I need to, I feel like I need to go back into a sprint like relatively quickly, just try and get it done so I can get back to the actual writing rather than to-do list. So let's do this. The second sprint on my channel is always the self-promo sprint. So if you want to promote your YouTube channel, your website, your Amazon author page, your blog, your Etsy shop, your social medias, etc., now is the time to do so. Also, bonus points or gold stars to you if it is writing adjacent, because that's kind of authortube, writing, reading related stuff. So, let's do the 25. Pop that up. Oh, so you weren't warming the desk. You were just flexing cards so they don't stick to each other. Nice. Maggie is on board with another sprint. And BA says, I did not write, but I did organize some photo competitions by deadline. Nice. That's right, because you have the new photography gallery on your website. Yes, you do. All right. So I did the self-promo reminders. Here are regular reminders. 1, save your document if you've been working there. 2, make sure you take a sip of whatever you're supposed to be hydrating with, especially if you didn't take one last time. 3, make sure you straighten your spine and roll your shoulders back for a posture check. And make sure that if you need a break or a snack, you take one. Those are your 4 basic reminders. And here we go with a 25-minute Pomodoro sprint in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go! All right. That was the second sprint. I managed to check off all 3 of my to-do list items. Thank you, Devin, for all of your hard work with the robotic entities, and as well as the links. Thank you very much, Devin and Maggie, for providing all of those and fetching them for those who do not have the wrench of power. Okay, so I marked off those 3 things that were still left on my to-do list. Finished those, got those out of the way. Started redoing the beginning of this potential arsonist story, the Ashes at Her Back story that Maggie came up with a really cool title for. So I've got the first bit of that, and as I'm looking at my notes from yesterday and adding a bit more flair to it, as I and also adjusting the things that at the beginning of when I was initially just writing down the ideas as they were coming to me, the siblings were too young. So and I also wasn't sure whether or not they were going to be 2 girls or fraternal boy-girl twins or what. So I've gotten those details kind of fixed. So here we go. But yes, so I got 165 words of much better. I also, I put some metaphors in there and contemplated them and took them out and then put some different ones in there and yada, yada, yada. So I'm trying to make them intentionally good as I go through and write them. Instead of just bleh on the page. So let's see. All right, let's scroll all the way back up and see if I can find the beginning of the self-promo. Okay. Here we go. I think Megan was first this time. Okay, so if you're interested in seeing Cyrano, I recommend your Megan's Cyrano de Bergerac deep dive, first part, and there's the link for that. And Devin has the link tree with all of Devin's stuff. And then, of course, more sprints for Devin's playlist, which is the most amazing link that you will find, or one of the most amazing links that you will find on AuthorTube. And Maggie says, here is Stacy Coates' channel. And Megan says, I also recommend subscribing to my channel for further and future content. And there is the link for that. Maggie has provided NUL Rights link for their channel as well. And Elizabeth does writing streams every Thursday at 6 p.m. GMT +1 on Elizabeth Writes. And we have fun there. Yes, we do. And I think that's noon Eastern time. So there's the conversion there. CV says there are 31 one-shots on your archive of our own page under the name Pepperoni Fan 1982. And here is Elizabeth's channel link. And here is Kai the Minion. And here's Elizabeth S. Craig with Myrtle Clover Mysteries. Fun things. And here is CB's. And here is Morgan's. And Maggie says, anybody else? Did I forget anybody else? And then here, you forgot yourself. Yes. So here is one of Maggie's links. Your alternate universe Greek mythology with shifters where Medusa is a good guy. Although you can argue that Medusa is, in general, at least not truly a villain, even just based on Greek mythology. CB says, thanks, Maggie. And B.A. Pascar says, here is my website. Yay. And Hannah says, here's one road in. And there's the Amazon link to that. Excellent. Bethany says, hello. Welcome, Bethany. And Devin says, I would love for Hannah and CB to sing a duet together. Ooh, that could be fun. And Hannah says, oh gosh, I've not sung in ages. And Hannah says hi to Bethany. And Elizabeth says thanks. And Alley Cat is here. Hello. And Devin says, here's Hannah's music. And Kate, hello. Welcome. You're mired in work again, but had to drop a like. Thank you very much. We appreciate it. Happy writing and productivity to everyone. Yes. Morgan says thanks to Maggie. And Alley Cat, you got up and walked around for a bit. Good. Exercise those. Get your muscles and your blood flowing again. Hannah says, I got distracted by Wordle and did nothing. No, but you were focusing on words still. So, writing adjacent. Devin says, I did lunch and battled several robotic entities. Yes, you did. Megan looked for jobs. Elizabeth said, 359 on the draft and then scheduled social media. My social media game is not great. So I should be doing more of this, but I just, yeah. Morgan got 561. Nice. And made lunch. Excellent. Elizabeth got 2 graded and got some orange juice. Orange juice. And Maggie says half a chapter rewritten. Excellent. See, we got 243 words and has a question. Would Daniel Sosa keep a relationship between Peggy Carter and Howard Stark a secret without a bribe? I would think he would have to arrange maybe a reason. I think you would have to find the reason. Also, like, why would anyway, yes, never mind. Words. I was gonna say, how would he find out? How would he know? And then how do you keep him from sharing? Devin the Bot Battler, yes. Maggie says, Peggy is much scarier than Howard. I would say yes, because she would ruin that man's career. Well, there you go. There's a reason. And you all got 620 words on that sprint. Nice. The end of a story is always the easiest. If you are, yes, in some ways, once you have that build up and that momentum going, then yes. CB says, lol, well, the TV show, she did punch him on the nose, so there you go. Charlie says, I spent the whole sprint fixing a formatting error that made things illegible. Oh my, it took quite a while, but it is fixed. Okay, good. I'm glad it's fixed. And formatting is fun. Elizabeth is laughing at the way, you wrote bread stream. Okay. I'd love to have a bread stream, actually. That would be quite fun. Would it be like while you were baking it? We are writing. Yeah, we do always talk about food on most streams, so that's funny. And thank you for the link. Yes. Oh, sorry. Didn't have caffeine this morning, so I'm a little bit yawny today. Elizabeth says, absolutely, you get hungry every time we finish. Yes. And you all said, thank you. Yes, the mama with all the links. CB says, I need to go watch that scene again. Be right back. Yes, that guy with all the links and that mom with all the links. And Hannah says, gotta run. Hopefully be back before we finish. But if not, have a great day. Have a great day to you as well if we do not get back in time. Alrighty. But I think that is the end of the chat. So I think we are safe to go back to sprinting. All right. So to the 25-minute again. All right. Your reminders. Again. 1, make sure you have saved your document. 2, make sure you have something to hydrate with. 3, make sure you straighten your spine, roll your shoulders back for a posture check. And 4, make sure that if you need a break or a snack, you get one. those are your reminders. And here we go. 25 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. All right, here we go. Okay, I am almost to the end of this initial scene, which I didn't have the last half of this scene written in as of yesterday. So I've got the first bit of dialogue between the three siblings. I've got the external goal sort of stated between the characters. Yeah. So I've got this scene, the introduction to this character and the siblings. Pretty much, it's like 95% done. I might need to add like 2 or 3 sentences here at the end, but it's very, very close to done, which is kind of fantastic. And then I will need to type up some of the other notes and things so I won't forget them, and so I won't also lose how to read my chicken scratch that I wrote down yesterday. So doing good. I'm now up to 680 words. Yeah, I did take like an avenue in a conversation that I thought could work, and then I decided that didn't want to work because that established a bit of character traits that I did not want one of the siblings to have. I considered it for a little bit and was like, okay, well, how could I play with this? But no. So I deleted 1, 2, like 3 small paragraphs, or rather than I struck through them because I know I might could use it at a later point or something similar at a later point. But at this point in the story, I don't want to have that character trait established. So, progress. Pretty good progress, I think. So, okay. All right, let me see where we were. Okay. All right, so this is where we're talking about the writing stream versus bread stream. You've never made bread in your life, but it would have been cool. It would be cool to have somebody cheering or / coaching you on. If you want a good banana bread recipe, I can tell you that, but it's like it would not be like regular bread. It's more of like a dessert and or breakfast bread, depending on how you look at it. I've never been satisfied with the like from scratch like savory bread recipes that I've got. So I don't have a recommendation for those. Okay, and then Maggie has the space llama or space alpaca timer that she's voting for. Space llama. Okay, so Daniel finds out about Howard and Peggy because they walk in the back door holding hands. Stacy says it's been snowing all day. You're wondering if they're going to cancel Cub Scouts tonight. It would be nice to stay in with the girls tonight. Well, in that case. Maggie says, I think I love this scene. Add in. Oh, nice. Okay, so you've added in a scene or a bit to the scene. Okay, so we have an excerpt. Daisy grinned up at him, and she sat down on the cursed soulstone floor. I brought you fish and fruit sandwiches. He sat down too and grabbed the drink and drank the juice she gave him before starting on the food. Large bread rolls with roasted fish, black olives, and tomatoes, half smiling because she wasn't lying about the type of sandwich. Technically, olives and tomatoes were fruits. Indeed. Alley has been working on homework. Excellent. Getting that done. Nice. Elizabeth says, I backed up my writing. Good call. Answered emails and read your book during that one. Very nice. All the things. You're just doing all the things, which is excellent. And Elizabeth said, 1 more graded. Got to keep this momentum going. Yes. Kai embraced the fact that this article isn't being written today and then learned some Korean instead. Very nice. My nephew number 1, when he was over with us for celebrating my dad's birthday, he was telling me all about his Taekwondo lessons and how in order to like test up for the next color belt, he has to learn certain things and memorize not just the moves, but also some of the covenants and things. But also apparently he has to memorize how to count to 10 in Korean. So he was trying to teach me those. It's very cute. Cursed Soul Stone Floor is a great image. Yes. Yes, it is. Stacy says, I'm getting ready to reset your computer. Sigh. I had to uncheck a setting in the advanced settings last night because my computer has been just like at random times it will just restart itself. No warning, no reason why, it will just restart. And it's not for an update or anything, at least it doesn't tell me it is. So I had to go back in and I tried unchecking the automatic restart when there was some sort of advanced setting that does that. So I'm hoping that will make a difference and it won't continue to do that weird thing. Elizabeth says, I have never made banana bread either. Didn't even know it was more of a dessert. Yes. Well, it's because the bananas are sweet and then you add like a cup of sugar to make 3 loaves. To make 3 loaves of bread, not just one. 3 cups banana, 1 cup mushrooms. Good Lord, freak. 3 cups banana, mashed, 3 eggs, 1 cup of sugar, 3 cups of flour, a little bit of salt, a little bit of vanilla, and like a cup of nuts. And I think it's a teaspoon of baking powder. Is it 1 or 3? I don't remember. I'll have to go look it up, but I think it's just 1. But yes, it's very tasty. Morgan, you got distracted, but you wrote 216. Hey, still progress. And Kai says, oh, I remember learning the numbers by literally writing them over and over again for about a week. Korea has 2 number systems, and you can never remember which one to use for what. Oh, okay. Well, that's true, I guess. Yeah, because there's the straight numbers, and then there's also, like, when you're counting items, you have, like, a different, yeah, in Japanese, it's also the same thing. You have straight numbers, and then you have, like, a variation kind of that if you are counting, like, things or people. Yeah, banana mushrooms, yeah. Nuts and all the goodness, exactly. So Maggie says, the cursed soul stone is mined in the infernal realm and enchanted to basically dampen one's ability to use soul magic, but Kars is choosing to, quote, stay captured so his brother doesn't know the rebels are about to attack and overthrow him. There you go. 600 words even. Nice. That is excellent. Good job. All right. It is 2:45. So let's do nope. Let's see if we can get the nope. Okay. I was going to see if I could pull up just the here we go. That's the one I want. So since Maggie has voted for the space alpaca / llama creature, this is the one that we will use to end our stream. So this one is silent, except for the bell at the end. So make sure that you play whatever music it is that gets your jam and your writing going. So don't forget to save, don't forget to sip. Make sure you straighten your spine and roll your shoulders back for a posture check. And also make sure that if you need a break or a snack, you pay attention to that. All right, let's do this. 15 minutes in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. Alrighty. That was that. How was it? I did finish that scene, and it got finished at 702 words. So I think it went very well. So I had the first sentence, the weight on her shoulders finally lifted the night her family home burned to ashes. And then I've got the last sentence. Instead, she forged ahead, moving tree limbs out of the twins' way as they headed towards the boundary of their old life. So I think those are pretty good beginning and ending sentences for this potential arsonist story. So not too shabby for a scene. And I've been figuring out some of the other things. I was going through the sort of like quote unquote beat sheet outline-esque thing. And I already encountered a problem I'm going to have to sort of like figure out because the initial sort of like plot thrust to keep them together is more short term. And so I'm going to have to figure out how to make that more of a long term. Like make them keep coming back to work together, make them keep encountering each other type of thing. So I've got to figure out how to make that a little bit better of a plot thrust. So yeah. And then Devin was shining his wrench on all of the robotic entities. CB says your little cousin does Taekwondo. She's really good at it. Excellent. But you had to reboot your iPad this morning because it was driving you mad. Oh no. Your wrench is well used. Yes, indeed. Alicat finished an assignment and is working on another one. Excellent. Yay. Maggie says you're getting them hidden almost too fast for me to report them. Yeah, I've taken the, I do tend to just like click the hide. And then I forget sometimes to go back and click the report button. CB got 110 that time. Excellent. Let's see, Elizabeth said, another graded, and then the Chromebook lied. Suddenly it only has 5 minutes left. Oh no. What a terrible thing. What a terrible, terrible thing. CB says, do you know how long the story is going to be yet? I think I'm going to aim for... I think I should probably aim for 50K, knowing that it's probably going to wind up being 80. But I'm going to try and keep it more concise. So I'm going to try and do more towards the 40 to 50K mark, knowing that I will probably double it. I am an overwriter. What can I say? You love it. Oh, good. I'm glad. Morgan, you got 435. Nice. Very nice. And Lindsay, hello. Welcome. We're just at the tail end of our stream. So I apologize. I do not have any more sprints for you, at least not today, but I will be back on Wednesday. CB says Devin's wrench is a bit like Cap's shield. A bit, yes. Maggie says, what if one of the twins has a disease like cancer and needs the other older twin's bone marrow because of paternal DNA? No, I'm not going to go that route. No, we're not doing that one. So this is more, it's going to be more of a, it's got to have more fluff than that. Since I'm not intending this to be supernatural, this is probably going to be more of a fluff story. But that's okay. I like fluff. Oh, we're talking about the plot thrust of what's going to keep them together. No, I'm more interested in maybe having them work together to figure out if the uncle killed the parents, or if the uncle, I don't know. Besides the uncle, there's going to be somebody else that's going to be that is going to have betrayed the family. So I've got to figure out how that plays in, and I'm going to have to figure out, besides just like the uncle is going to try and kill them, besides that, they got to have a reason to work together. So I'm going to be contemplating that today, and I think I have a reason. I think, but we shall see. Stacy says you have to shut your computer and you're waiting a few minutes before going outside for your kid. Gotcha. Yeah, no, I'm thinking not a health one. Well, there's that. But yeah, no. Well, I'm gonna try and figure it out, but I think it's gonna be more along the lines of either trying to find evidence for the parents' murder, along with well, I'm not quite sure because I might not go down the avenue that I'm thinking of. So I'm going to think about it for a little bit longer and try and play around with it and see if I can get it to sort of like work in my head where it's going to flow right. But yes, so I have at least gotten the three sisters away from the burning home, and they are headed towards their new life. So there's at least that. So I've got to figure out that. So, Becca, hello. You came in at the end, but hello, and most probably goodbye. Yes, because we are ending. So yes, it does happen. I will copy and paste Devin's link in the chat for the playlist so that you can find additional streams here on YouTube to have. And then don't forget, Gloria Writes the Blues and the Awkward Sibling Hour with the Fun Times chat is on at 4, which is an hour, like 50 minutes now. So there you go. All right. I will talk to y'all later. I will be back on Wednesday at same time, 1 p.m. So goodbye. Goodbye, and don't forget to save.